four Purusharthas, four endure of a human being.
So, Kama Sutra, you know the topic, especially here in the West, is like with yoga. It's very, very much probably first. Hello and welcome to a second episode of Chat on the Mat. This time without the mat in a slightly different environment, as you can see. It's a beautiful, sunny autumn day, and we're going to continue where we left the last time, where we talked about the Patanjali Yoga Sutras and what the meaning is, what the backstory is of yoga and of Patanjali as well. And of course, how it can assist you in your personal growth, in your unfolding of your abilities, finding your purpose, and also in your mental health, which is a big topic. So, the last episode we stopped at you were talking about the four paths in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. We stopped at the first one. So, let's dive back into the first one, conclude it, and then we can move on to the next parts, I would say. You remember where you stopped? Samadhi Pada it was.
So ultimately, what is the Yoga Sutras? So Patanjali, sage Patanjali, an ancient scientist who has compiled 196 formulas for self-realization while you are living in a society. You're doing your things, your job, your work, your business, anything that you are pursuing, doing that, remaining sane, at the same time having a meaning of your life. Everything that you do that is explained in 196 sutras, it will help you to realize your goals, your vision in most juicy way. And when you're able to achieve your goals, your vision, you have everything. Now what is next? Then you can dive deeper into the philosophy to find the meaning of life, for example. This is so common that people, they make money only to find out, hey, I was really having adventure and fun when I was in the process of making money. And now I have it, I feel safe and secure. Now I have this peace of mind where I got to sit down and ask myself, deeper questions. So there as well, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra is applied. That, okay, now you have everything in your life. What to do next is to find a deeper meaning of life. And while doing it, you become more wealthy, more fulfilled, more rooted and grounded, in harmony with yourself, in harmony with the nature, plus being truly a compassionate human being, so that you can really make a difference. So this is the easiest way to understand the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It's not limited just to yoga. It can be applied to your full life. So that is why I mentioned that there are four primary objectives of a human being. Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. Every human being that is born on the planet Earth, when they do their work, anything that they do, and that is fulfilling these four pillars, Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha, then you can really be sure that your nirvana, your self-realization is here, it's possible, you don't have to look for the afterlife, you realize yourself while you're living a life. And Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha, four Purusharthas, four endure of a human being. that is very beautifully explained in Kama Sutra as to build the background of what is the philosophy of Kama Sutra. And then it's focus on Kama, the luxuries, the enjoyment of life. Artha means you are creating value. When you are creating value for the society, for the other human being, automatically the money will follow you. And you got to build your harness power to harness that money that is coming to you. That is Artha. That is your duty to earn. Because otherwise you're not going to sustain a good, peaceful life. Then you just are chasing the carrot all your life. Dharma is the way of life. That what are your protocols, what you sense with your own intuition, plus something that you have gathered up, your wisdom and philosophy, you live a life. For example, your dharma is that I am non-violent to myself, to the others, and the nature. I will not do anything that is harming that is not fulfilling this promise, this dharma, this oath that I take for myself. Under any circumstances whatsoever, I try my best to follow this way of living in harmony with nature, in harmony with myself. I will not buy any sort of a product or the services or anything whatsoever that is not in line with that. So that could be your own personal dharma. Okay, so everybody can build up something which is totally ethical, in harmony with the nature, in harmony with themselves, without hurting yourself, because that is a form of violence as well, you know. So you're doing something and you are living a purposeful life, you're earning, plus at the same time you're open and you want to enjoy all the luxuries of the life, having these three fulfilled very well. Fourth is the moksha, which is nirvana, which is it's already is there. It's already here and now, that you are such a moksha, such a joyful way that you live your life and you're happy.
Okay, let me quickly sum up what you have just said. So, about the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is, it's like a toolbox for everybody, regardless of where they are right now in their journey, which is multidimensionally applicable, and what you have mentioned, also for the people who live in society, because there are many misconceptions that if you really are looking for something deeper and become a so-called spiritual seeker, you have to retreat, you have to live in the mountains, you have to live in the forests or whatever. So also there are paths we might explore it in the future, but for the Yoga Sutra, it is applicable for everybody who lives an ordinary life, so to speak, and to harness himself fully in every single dimension of what life is about. You've mentioned also the Kama Sutra, the 4 pillars of Karma, Artha, Dharma, Moksha. So there's an intersection between Yoga Sutra and Kama Sutra as well. And also, Kama Sutra, the topic, especially here in the West, is like with yoga. It's very, very much... You had this anecdote, this metaphor for it, like the whiteboard, it's very much polluted. So we have to clean the whiteboard probably first. So what is Kama Sutra? Because I know that most people here in the West have a certain idea of what Kama Sutra is. It has to do with sexual practices mainly, and that's what it gets reduced to, as well as Tantra, for example. It's in the same sort of connected with prejudices and merely sexual promiscuity and different types of enjoying sexual union, and that's not what it is about, as you have mentioned to me.
And nothing is bad in sex,
of course, yes, but it's not all about that, right?
And that itself, the word is limiting its possibilities. This 3-letter word is limiting the capacity of the union. of two individual beings are coming in a union, imagine the possibilities that you can create with having this union.
You can literally create life with it.
See, it's that powerful. It's that powerful.
Yes.
As the overview of that, you are nobody to create a life. But what you do, when two people are coming in a union, they create a possibility of life. And that possibility is having the energy of their union that has taken place and manifested in a possibility. Now, the role of the nature take place. This is on the mercy of the nature, that how the sperm has this such an energy without having batteries. It takes such a path and so focused and concentrated and just know that this is my destiny. So out of those billions of sperms, that one, and sometimes twice and
in rare
thrice
occasions,
as well.
yes.
But let's say, just for sake of a simple example, one enters there, like just able to touch the egg.
And all of them know what to do, where to
All
go
of them
instinctively.
know what to do, and they are going on their own pace. But that one reached there the first, and got this opportunity to stick to the egg. Now, the decision is on the egg whether it's going to open up or not. So still, the egg is choosing. The feminine is choosing who is worthy.
So there's an immense, in this process, in this so simple process viewed by many people, there's a tremendous intelligence behind it. Tremendous.
It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Human intelligentsia just can comprehend on the physical and the material aspect of it. To understand this level of science, you got to build a state of compassion in you. Because then you use the power and the intelligence of something that is beyond your physical understanding.
Yeah.
Then you start to understand the metaphysics. Then you start to understand this very, very subtle form of the reality.